Hey everybody, how you going? This is Flight Sim Australia, and today we are in Japan, and we're going to be leaving from Nagasaki Airport, and we're going to head out and have a look at some of the sights and some of the scenery. We're flying the MB339 and the Italian jet. Oh, look at this! Whoa, 7 o'clock in the morning in Nagasaki. That is some sunrise. Look at that. We've got Rex weather switched on, so this is going to be, I think what we've got it set to is going to be an incoming snowstorm. But that's beautiful, isn't it? Wow. So 7 o'clock in the morning, it's very early, and we're going to head out. Just have a look at some of the scenery. There's some cool stuff on this simulator, I have to be honest with you. I'm going to make sure that I can see, just in case somebody on the off chance joins this stream, that would be cool. So I'm gonna just make that a little bit bigger. Yep. Okay, we're in business now. All right, so you can hear live chatter in the background. This is set to actually Nagasaki Airport. And hopefully what will happen is I'm going to go up here. I'm going to make sure that the AI control is switched to off, because then I'm going to ask for clearance, which we've got cleared on runway 32, which is where we are at the moment. And I'm going to put the VFR map on so we can see where we're going to go. So looking at this little map, I'm going to show you where we're heading off to. We're going to fly and we're going to have a look at some cool spots on the way. So it's about an hour's flight, maybe an hour and a half, because basically we're taking lots of deviations. So we're going to fly here, have a look at some of the cool stuff. As you can see, it's Tokushima Shrine, Tatara Bridge, Bisan Seto Bridge, a couple of bridges, Tokushima, and then heading back up to RJBB where we're going to land. So I'll put GPS tracking on so I can see where I'm going. I'll leave it like that so you can actually see. I'll make it a bit smaller, at least if small you can go, and I think that's about it. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that we're good to go. We're going to switched off. There's a lot of dials in here, and I'm going to fly BFR. So I just want to check that we've got everything switched on. We're good to go. Alright, so looks as if we're good to go. Look out the window, one more look at this beautiful sunrise. 7 in the morning. Let's head out. Just gonna check one more thing before we go. And that is, I've got everything switched on. Yep, okay, alright, sweet, we're off. So let's show you the view from the outside. Pick a nice one. Bob's with me today in the back. Say hello, Bob. Nah, doesn't say very much. So we're going to make sure the flaps are down. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to give it some welly, release the parking brakes. So we're at Nagasaki Airport, flying the MB339, the Italian training jet, which really reminds me quite a lot of the Hawk that used to fly out of Chivna. Bit of rudder to keep it on the straight and narrow. Oh. Let's go. Kick up a little bit as we leave, put the gears up, flaps up, and we're away. Like I said, that is some sunrise over Nagasaki. So as we leave Nagasaki airspace, just going to confirm that we're leaving. Going to get some height, and then we're going to turn around. We're going to do almost a 180. That is such a cool Nagasaki airport is literally just an island. Bob's looking out the window. Some sunset, huh? So Japan had a major update, and of that update they added in lots and lots of scenery. Sorry, just talked to air traffic control. Yep, I did. That sun's going to come over that mountain and it's going to look amazing. Alright, so in the update they did do a lot of stuff. Oh, wow. There is a there's a snowstorm coming, but I'm just not sure from which direction. Seriously, that is stunning. Okay, I've got air traffic control on my case. Yes. Alright, let's go. So as it gets a bit lighter, you'll be able to see a bit more. 7 in the morning, like I said. I'm going to fly quite low, so we're going to do a little bit of skimming over these mountains. That wobble is I'm overspeeding. There is a spoiler or speed brake, and I can deploy it there. You can see it at the front. That'll come down when you're going too quick, and it will slow you down. I'm going to redeploy it back up again. Just have a look at this place. Wow. We're actually flying into the sun. We're going to head off. Never been to Japan. I think I'd really love to go. It does look pretty amazing. I will try my very, very best not to stack it into the side of one of these Japanese mountains. Alright, so you get to see inside the cockpit. We're doing 300, is it knots, I think? We get a little bit of wiggle. So the chatter you can hear is actually not live, but it's recorded chatter from the actual Nagasaki airport. And as we quite cleverly, as we move into different airports, different regions, the chatter will change to that actual airport, which is pretty cool. So if anybody's watching, say hi in the chat, give us a like or give us a subscribe. Really just doing it for fun. I'm not trying to earn any money, as if anybody would pay for it. So yep, so let's have a look. I'm going to actually go to the actual map. I've got a physical map to see where we are. I'm not very good. I'm probably going to massacre the Japanese, but this looks to be like called Arikake, which is just like an industrial port. Pretty agricultural. Okay, just going to put the speed up a little bit. I'm going to trim this too, so I can just sort of let go of the stick and show you some nice camera angles. So we're doing 250. Check out that sunrise. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, that's pretty stunning, isn't it? Wow. So behind us, is Nagasaki Airport. The lights you can just see flashing in the distance there, and we're going to head up across overland, island hopping. Really, it looks to be as if we're going to be going over some sea and also some land, so that you're going to get to see quite a lot of Japan. And it's good having the jets. Now the jets at the moment, I don't think they go over Mach 1. Or they've just started to, in which case you're going to get some, there's problems with the graphics then. I'm going to hide up, go up a little bit, get some speed, go up a little bit above these clouds just to give you a view of the sun rising. So we'll get some height. Just going to check the VFR map that I'm going in the right direction. Yeah, I took a little bit of a detour there, but we're still going in the right direction. I'm going to go up above the clouds. So like I said, at some point there is a snowstorm coming. So that's what the weather said, and I would assume it's out that way somewhere. Coming in. But we might get out in front of it. This is Nagasaki Prefecture. You can see below. This is the outskirts. Right on the coast. Now we're just going to ride along the clouds. Pretty stunning, huh? So we're going to head out over Nagasaki to a place called Nagasaki, which is the next stop. So we'll head over the ocean. And when I say ocean, I mean the Ariake Sea. You get a lovely little geography lesson there, see? I'm going to switch this off because I'm going to just show you this. While we do a little bit of cloud surfing. There's a little bit of crosswind up here. Have a look at that. That's some view. I spend quite a lot of my time just pushing the alt print screen. Some of these sunrises or sunsets are just incredible. So it's just gone past 7 in the morning as we left Nagasaki, touring around Japan. We are heading over Nagasaki now. Sorry if I massacre the names of these places. Yeah. It's Nagasaki and Tamana, where this estuary, as you can see, two sort of towns linked together. I wonder where that snowstorm is coming in. Probably behind us, I would imagine. It looks like we've left it behind. So I've done a few tweaks with the actual settings. I've locked it at 30 frames per second because it was actually jerking a little bit. And you will note when you look down, if you look down right now, you can see down below us the scenery is still loading. So one of the pieces of advice which I just never listened to was that you should pre-run the flight that you're going to do so the scenery loads up, but we're so high up at the moment it's not going to make much difference. You can see, look how cold it is up here. So I'm going to come down a little bit. At the moment I've got it set so that it doesn't really make a difference if we ice up. But there's so many buttons here. We're at 10,000 feet at the moment. And I'm going to come down to about 2. And let's have a look. Where are we now? We're coming up to a place called Yamaga. This is what you can just see on there. I'm turning in towards. I've got the speed brake on, especially as you're descending. And I'm going to fly into this cloud bank just to give you a really nice view. Get the speed brake up. So I've got my throttle almost to idle. The sun's coming up now. Come on, have a word. That is pretty amazing. So as we come down below the clouds, I'm going to do a little bit of hopping between the mountains. Hopefully this will heat up a little bit and the frost will disappear. So we're just tapping under 4,000 now. So I'm going to level out at 2.5. Making sure the speed brake's not down. Okay, just going to check something. Hey, we got somebody watching. How you going? Say hi in the chats for me. Let me know who you are. And if you're liking what you're seeing, just give a thumbs up. We're in we're in Japan. We've left Nagasaki, and we're heading across Japan on a little tour, just to have a look at the scenery. It's pretty impressive. Look at that. So I'm flying the MB339 Italian jet trainer with their training livery. Reminds me of the Red Arrows, like the Hawk trainer. But I think this one predates that. I would love it when they do the Hawk. It would be such a cool. I think there's one in development, and if not, it's the American version, T45, I think it's called. Anyway, whenever that comes out, I'm going to get it because that will be amazing. I'm just changing the camera angles for you. Still frosted up. Must be cold out there. I don't know. So we're at 3,500 feet. Now you can start to see the weather's changing. It's starting to get snowy. Well, it's been snowing here at some point. We're still heading in the right direction. I think I've just got to come right a little bit, looking at the VFR map. Yeah, we've taken a bit of a frosted much. Can't see much out the window. This is the storm I was telling you about. So we were actually flying into it, not away from it. And now the scenery's changed. So they've had snow here. So you're listening to Japanese air traffic control, which is pretty cool. I'm going to try not to smash this into a mountainside, but still to give you a nice view. And come back in line with the VFR map. So it's been mapped out, and we're actually flying towards some of the predestined scenery. That's, I don't know what Konoe Yumi Ots is, but it could be a bridge actually. Let's go and have a look. Now it is possible you can put things like point of interest on so you can see where you're going and what you're flying towards. I might do that in this flight purely because I don't want to miss the actual place that we're supposed to be going to. Look at this scenery. So Nagasaki was really green, and this area is really cloudy, really snowy. Okay, I am actually going to change something. So I'm going to break into the simulator, and there's a couple of things I want to do. So I want to go in here and I want to add in some traffic, because earlier on I was using the recording thing, and you have to, because it's in beta, you have to have it down low. Let's put up a little bit, and then I'm going to go, I'm going to apply that, and then I'm going to go into, I think it's assistance, navigation, and then point of interest markers. Now this should show us cool places, and we'll leave that on just because it's a bit more interesting. So what should happen is that when we fly near somewhere, or we actually get within range of a point of interest, it will show up on the screen, and we'll be able to fly towards it and have a little look. I didn't like that when I changed it. I've got a feeling that by changing it I switched the engine off. Now what would be really good here is if I could find the button. Oh, here we go. This is exactly what happens when you start changing something. Look at this. So many bugs in this stupid thing. And it's free to set itself, which is good. Alright, I'm switching between that. So I don't want to crash, but I want to try and find where the heating thing is. Cabin temperature. That doesn't even work. Right, the de-icer doesn't even look like it's working. So we're just going to have... Oh, now the actual sim's playing up. Because if you look at the throttle... No, what are we doing? Not sure why that's happening. I'm going to go to DFR. I'm going to turn in because I think one of the first points of interest is down here. And I'm hoping it'll pop up on the map as we get close. And a little marker will appear. It's definitely down here somewhere. So judging by the map, what I'm looking at, let's zoom in here, put the GPS on. Alright, well we're coming up to it, so there's still no POI. What could it be? I might even change it so the snow comes off. Ah, here we go. There it is. Kokonyu Yumi Otsurehashi. I don't know what it is, but let's go and have a look. This is the first point of interest. So I'm going to slow down. Still everything's frosted up. Whatever it is in a valley. I wonder what that is. Only one way to find out, I suppose, is to fly over it. Let's go see. Is this just a valley? This could be the most disappointing point of interest the world has ever seen. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's just... Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the most exciting... Oh, it's a ski... It's a ski lodge. I just want to clarify that because that was... Oh yeah, okay, so it's a ski resort. I thought I just saw wires there. Yeah, cable car, see it? Still loading up. Oh yeah, okay, it hadn't loaded in. So yeah, it's a cable car. There you go. Now you know. Alright, on to the next thing. We'll have a little bit of shake. I'm actually going to, I've seen enough snow. So what I'm going to do is ease back on here, trim the throttle, and then I'm going to change the weather because I'm going to go to a few clouds just so we can see. Maybe we'll go scattered clouds. Alright, that's a bit more interesting. Alright, so I've magically played God and got rid of all of the clouds for you. And now we're going to get some welly on and we're going to go to the next point of interest. Still beautiful scenery. Now the sun's up. Okay, let's head over to Beppu. This is like a coastal town and you can just see it. Definitely the landscape's changed. Much darker, much browner. Doesn't look like there's a lot happening here, does there? But there is a town, I think it's underneath. That's annoying, let's get rid of that. Underneath here? Yeah. Wedged into this valley, I think. Beppu it's called. Alright, stop shaking. Whoa. Okay, I'm not sure if that's turbulence or this thing's broke again. Because it is playing up something rotten. I think it's gone. Yeah, I think it's broke. Oh, it's ridiculous. Look at it, all over the place. I'm just going to check that it's not something I've done. Because you just might have to restart. Because that looks like it's falling apart. Ah, you never know what's going to happen to this thing. And now it just looks ridiculous because it's sort of... God, look at it. It's like I'm having some sort of seizure. I don't think it was because I was stalling. Maybe it was. I literally can't see toffees out of the kit. No, something's gone wrong. And now it starts to snow. Instant snow. We're in trouble now. It's all over the shot. Hang on. Yeah, I'm going to have to start this again. Okay, I'm going to... God, how annoying. Look at this piece of crap. What's that weird thing just doing out in the middle of nowhere? Ugh, so annoying. Something's definitely gone wrong with it. I might have to restart the sim. Which is seriously annoying. And all the weather's turned back again. Hang on. Let's see if it's something. I think it's the weather. As soon as you start messing around with some of the settings, I'm going to try clear skies and see if that fixes it. Okay, there you go. Oh, that's cool. We're back to normal. Don't know what it was. Maybe sometimes it looks like there's wind happening and it starts to go a bit crazy. Let's get back on track. Alright. We're heading back to intercept that little white line in the VFR map. That was a weird little thingy. The good thing is now I've actually added on other planes and stuff, so if you see little lights in the sky, that'll be somebody else. But I've turned over the nameplates because it's just annoying. Okay, let's have a little look at this airport over here. I might just do a touch and go landing. Now it looks as if the weather is not frosting up the canopy as much, so that's good. Alright, let's try it. I'm going to do a touch and go landing. Let's bring the gears down. This is going to be completely... Let me just see. Alright, I'm going to get down to that yellow line. Do you see the speed indicator that's just almost going down to the yellow line on 150? I'm just aiming to keep it around there. And what I'm going to do is move this to the other side. And then I'm going to try and land it here. This is a place called Kitsuki, which I assume then is Kitsuki Airfield. Alright, here we go. Just checking that the gear's still down. We'll do a touch and go here. Have a little ganders at this airport. And then we'll head off. I'm sure this is not how you do it. Here we go. Very high. be honest with you, this does not look like a very long runway. Okay, this is, I'm going to give myself a 3 out of 10 here. Going to cut the throttle. Oof, that was heavy. Alright, we're not stopping. Bye everyone, we just wanted to say hi. Like a drunk sailor. Alright, we're back up again. So, that was Kitsuki Airport, I think, judging by the map. We're gonna... So we're going to intersect that white line. That's our path. Hopefully see another point of interest coming up soon. That ski lift was about as exciting as it got so far. Let's head up. Just going to check a few things. Check the stream's still there. Hey, hi, how are you? Sorry, mate. I didn't see you there. How are you? Some guy who loves to... Nice to see you. You still there? Alright, so yeah, sorry I missed the chat there for a second. So if you're still here, say hi. We've just left Nagasaki quite a while ago now, and we're heading across Japan. We're just looking to have a look at some of the cool points of interest. Sorry mate, at the moment I've got stream chat set to read only, so I can't actually reply. But now I can see there, so if you've got a question, let me know. So once I intersect this flight path, we're going to be heading to a place called Matsuyama? No, that can't be right. We're heading up towards, we're going north. We're actually going to Hiroshima. So we've done Nagasaki, and then we're heading off to Hiroshima. Hey, how you going? I've got it set to read only chat, so I can see you there, but I can't actually type anything to you. But thank you for the follow. That's cool. Alright, we've intersected the line. I'm going to go down a bit. What's a cobra? Let me know what a cobra is. There's me and Bob. So yeah, so it looks like we're going to Nagasaki. I'll have a look in YouTube. It's a cobra. Pashalev's cobra. Alright, I'll check that out, my friend. Pashalev's cobra. Alright, I'm on it. Well, at least the ice has gone off the windscreen. That's good. And the weather's cleared up, which means the whole plane looked like it was shaking apart at some point. So as we come into the coast here, what's this place? I think I know what you mean. Is it that thing when you go vertical and it's like you hold it on the throttle? I don't think you can do it in this. It's a bit of a, yeah, I don't think you can do it in this. I think it's not powerful enough. But yeah, it'd be fun to try it. I think all that happen is I'll just go upside down and then just crash. Yeah, so okay, we're coming off the coast here and we're heading towards Hiroshima. So we've come back from Nagasaki. I'm going to come down a little bit. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. Going vertical and stopping in air. I think what's going to happen there, mate, if I try that, I'm going to go vertical and then plummet into the sea. But yeah, I like the fact that you think I'm capable of doing that. I'm just hard enough just trying to stay up in the air. Alright, we're just coming to the left is Yamaguchi. And that's, yep, that's that. Hey, listen, thank you for the chat, my friend. You think you're the first person that's I've actually spoken to. So yeah, cool, thank you. I think you might be my #1 follower. Alright, so as we head over this little ridge, we're literally going to cross or intersect Nagasaki. I've got POIs on, so if we do find a point of interest, it will actually it will appear. Alrighty. Yeah, thank you, mate. I really appreciate that. I've only just started the last couple of days, so yeah, I'm not advertising it or anything. Yeah, me too. Me too. So I'd sort of get on here and maybe just... Do you have the simulator? Have you got this? Because if you love aviation, you should definitely get this. Right, I'm just keeping an eye on the map. Ah, okay. Well, I'm glad you're following, my friend, because I'm gonna go to a fair few places. We're going to see some cool stuff tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow there's a massive update, and they're going to update the whole of the UK, which would be amazing, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'll be on tomorrow, probably about the same time, and we'll be doing a little tour of the UK. All right, I want to be interested to see. All right. Yeah, along this coastline, we'll follow the coastline up, and then we'll be at Hiroshima. I wish there was a way, like I said, I just started the stream. I wish there was a way you could actually see your chats. I'm sure you can, and the screen. Because with a flight simulator, you've sort of got to keep your eye on where you're going, otherwise you're going to smash into something. Yeah, I have got X-Plane. I don't play it too much. Well, I don't use it that much because I'm sort of loving the scenery on here. Alright, this is... Oh no. Iwakuni, and as we follow the coast up, we're going to come to Hiroshima. So it's like a little tour of Japan. We're just having a look-see. Yeah, it's probably a bit more realistic, to be honest with you, mate. I agree with you there, but it's nowhere near as good looking. But yeah, it's probably a better flight simulator. But I just love this. I mean, look at the views. And the fact that you can just drop it into anywhere in the world. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs. If you saw earlier on, I literally just, the whole plane was almost like it shook itself apart when I changed the weather. But you know what? It's early doors. I think they'll get this right. I think they'll do it. They'll get it looking. It'll be amazing. I really do. I think they'll really get it all ironed out, and it's going to be amazing. Okay, so I'm going to come up on this right hand side. Is an island called Etajima. So I'm going to come down a little bit. I'm going to deploy the spoilers. Speed brakes. Here we go. There's a shrine here on this island. That's what I was looking for. So I'm going to fly over and have a look. And this is our turning point. So if you look at the map on the right hand side, Itsukushima Shrine. Sorry. I'm going to bring up the spoiler. Okay, I'm going to switch to the main screen for a second, just so I don't smash it into the shrine. Let's go and have a little look. Now I should be able to pull my trigger. No, it's not working, and it zooms to it. My God, we're going to fly over here at a rate of knots, and you're not going to be able to see it. Ooh. That was cool. Hope you enjoyed that. Do you know what? I really want to go. I want to take a detour and go to Hiroshima. Let's do it. Alright, I'm going to deviate and go to Hiroshima. Purely because I just want to fly over it to say I've done it. Okay, I'm going to switch back to the chat now, so if you are in the chat. Don't sure what that shrine's for. Don't know. I might have to Google that. They've just put it in as a point of interest, so not quite sure. So we're coming over Hiroshima. This is Hiroshima. Wow. Well, yeah. Pretty amazing. Come on, you have to admit that's pretty beautiful. So we're on the outskirts of Hiroshima. That's cool. Favorite plane? I think this one. For longer journeys, yeah, I think this one, the MB33. I mean, I've got the F-15, the Eagle. I like the Pipistrel for little jaunts. Yeah. All right, let's have a look. That was this is Hiroshima. The city. I just wanted to fly over and just to see it. It's unimaginable. Like, you just think they just dropped the bomb on that. It's quite incredible. So what I'm going to do. Yeah, the big jets. I'm not really into flying the big jets. But I do like the Airbus, the A320. It's quite good. I quite like just driving around the airport. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so there it is, Hiroshima. Oh, in real life, do you know what? I love the Hawk. The British Aerospace Hawk, the BA Hawk trainer, and that's because where I used to live, they were based there at the local air base, and it was always, you saw them all the time. Yeah, I like the Hawk. I'm going to reconnect to our nav line, and hopefully we'll see something else. Don't know what that shrine was for. Be interesting to find out. Trouble is though, you're going so fast in the new jets that you just don't get a chance to see stuff. So I should probably have done this with something that was a bit. But really, I just want to check out the scenery. They've done an amazing job on Japan. It was in one of the updates, but it looks incredible. It really does. So I'm trying to change the camera angle so you get a good view. We're going back over Hiroshima again. So I'm going to intersect the VFR line, and then we're going to head off again on our travels around Japan. So yes, if you are watching, give us a like, thumbs up, subscribe. I'm not expecting a huge amount of followers, basically, because it's just a flight simulator and there's no gimmicks. It's just me flying around different places around the world. And tomorrow we're going to be in the UK and we're going to try out the new scenery, so that should be dropping tomorrow on the 11th, and that's going to be amazing. I think can't wait for that. So I'm probably a lot lower than I'd like to be, because there's a very good chance that I will crash it. Seven, yep. There's a, is it called the Beluga? That's available to fly as well. Alright. I think the map's busted. So I've locked the frame rate at this at 30, and it's so much better. So much better. So I've got VSync on, medium settings, and it still looks beautiful, I think. And yeah, so let's catch that line, and we're going to head off to the next point of interest. We're in Japan. We've just left. We left from Nagasaki. We've just flown over Hiroshima, and now we're heading, I'd say northeast, roughly northeast. Well, now we're just heading east, but we're sort of intersecting, and we're sort of doing a little tour because the actual, let's have a look. Sorry, I'm just trying to balance the engine here. I'm going to show you on the map. I just don't want to hit a mountain, obviously. So I'm going to show you here. We're going to head off now. Next place we're going is Tatara Bridge, and we're going to have a look at that. So what an absolutely stunning location. Jeez, it's so beautiful. Yeah, look, I get that maybe X-Plane 11 is a better simulator, but you know what, this is just so beautiful. So we left at 7 in the morning from Nagasaki, and so me and Bob, it's Bob in the front, say hello. There you go. So she's in the back, sorry. So Bob in the back, me in the front. We're going to have a look at Tatara Bridge. I've got to be honest, this distance, look at that. There's me talking about X-Plane 11. Those graphics look shocking. It does work on Bing Maps, right? So it's all, oh god, here we go. Now it's, oh yeah, you're right, with these bugs. I'm going to get a bit of height up. It works on Bing Maps, and a lot of the scenery is loaded in the background. Now I'm going to just check why the radio chatter stopped working. It's saying out of range. back in. Sorry, I'm just climbing up like a crazy person. So I don't know why, but I lost the radio chatter there. Okay, let's find this bridge. Check that one out, mate. That's the Hawk Trainer, I think. That's the one I'm talking about, yeah. Alright, let's go see this bridge. There it is. Now, the one thing I would suggest is that you don't fly under the bridges here, because for some weird reason Microsoft Flight Simulator, whenever you fly under a bridge, your engine's cut out and you just end up crashing. But I am going to come down low and I'm going to buzz it. So what I'm going to do, yeah, it's definitely not smart cameraing onto points of interest. There we go, Tatara Bridge. What are we doing now? 300. Pretty much just drop the spoiler down. Don't want to run the risk that it's got like loads of wires on it and we actually just crash right into it. There you go. That's our third point of interest. Tatara Bridge. As bridges go, I would have to say it's pretty much average. Can I say that? I just did. That is a pretty average bridge. We've got better bridges than that in the UK. Oh, now it's decided to load itself. Thank you very much. Alright, so we're going to leave that behind. And we are actually coming up to a place called Kamajima. So we're back on track. So in the overall scheme of things, in terms of where we are, we're about halfway, well, over halfway, and we've got a couple more bridges, and then we're going to be good, and then we're going to land, and that'll be the end. But we've got a little bit of way to go. If there's anything specifically you want to see while we're here, I can deviate a little bit off the path. It's not set in stone, but really this is just a little trip around Japan to have a look at the scenery, and it is stunning. It's about in-game 8 o'clock in the morning, and we've changed the weather. It was so we've had from blizzards. What's that? Let's have a look at this bridge here. No, that's like a bog standard bridge. I hope you're enjoying the scenery because it's pretty cool. These little islands. I think this is just incredible. Alright, you're listening to the basically real world air traffic control. It's not live, but it is modelled on the airports that we're flying over. Alright, this looks like another bridge. Alright, so I'm intermittently checking the chat, so I do apologise if I'm not answering your questions. I will check again. Okay, thank you, mate. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. And yeah, please like and subscribe, and the next time I'm on, you'll get a little message. But yeah, thank you for chatting with me. I really appreciate it. Cheers, mate. Okay, so we're heading for Bisan Seto Bridge. Yep, thank you. I appreciate your support. And if you know anybody else is interested, you sure? You can't hear me talking? Hey, thank you, my friend Mark. How you going, mate? We're in Japan. We just left Nagasaki and we flew over Hiroshima. And this, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna deviate here because this is. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Fukuyama. I want to have a little look. Anybody with any name? Just let me know if you can hear me, because I hope I'm not muted. Alright, we're going to head up and have a little look. Oh, what happened there? Oh my god, that's what I was trying to do. Was basically look at the chat. Okay, I will go back in. That's what happens when you hit the ocean. That is really not good. Okay, so I'm going to restart again. I'm going to go to the world map. And I'm going to start with Sortatara Bridge. I'm going to start here, set this departure, and then we're going to end at Osaka International. Let's try again. Sorry about that. How very unprofessional, flying into the side of the ocean. I got overexcited by that name of that place. So let's try again. Okay. So not sure why I was muted there, but we're back in business. Hey Mark, are you still here? I crashed into a plane. I wasn't watching. I didn't think I was that low to the ground. I thought I was doing quite well there. Very weird. Alright, it does appear. Okay, let's have a look, see. I'm going to change it to... Oh my god, how high are we? Wow, we're really high up. So let's... Oh, for God's sake, deal with this. Do you know what? This is just going to go tits up. Oh my god, look at this. What started off as a beautiful pleasure flight is now not even working anymore. I've got no joystick controls. Oh, this, god damn it. I haven't even got... What is happening here? Alright, I'm going to try... Ah, that's why. And come down. Spoilers are on. The map is suggesting that we... Oof. Oh my god, I hate this simulator. I was doing so well. Okay. I'm going to... Here we go. So obviously it's decided that it doesn't want to play nice because that's really annoying. The map has stopped working as well. So what I'm going to do is maybe come down, make sure I'm not going too fast, and we'll keep heading to where we want to go, and that's Osaka. Hopefully on the way we'll see some points of interest. I'm just trying to level out for a second. So where we're headed for is now the flight plan's gone. Okay. Well, that crashing then just, I'm not quite sure what. I didn't think I actually hit anything. It just looked like it just stopped working. So, alright, let's have a look where we are on the map then. Yeah, it's definitely, oh my god, it's really playing up. Very annoying. Okay, let's bring that spoiler back up. Yeah, everything I had in the navigation thing is finished. It's all over. So I'm going to try and find the nearest airport because we were headed to Osaka and then we crashed. So let's see. Where are we now? Kurashiki. Down below. Looks very industrial. That's some big factories. Look at that. Wow. That's really industrial, doesn't it? Right, Wigan. So we're flying the MB339, the Italian training jet. Love this. Reminds me of the red arrows. See these weird peaks, right? Out in the distance on my left. Port side. Glitches. It's where the scenery hasn't downloaded properly. So you get these weird mountains. As you get closer to them, they disappear as the scenery loads. Oh, have a word. Look at that. That's pretty sweet, isn't it? I'm gonna head out over here because that looks interesting. A bridge or something. I wonder what that is there. Why would you not have that as a point of interest? Because that's a much more interesting bridge than the last one. Bear with me a second. Okay, let's drop the spoiler down so we're not going too fast. And we're going to have a look at this bridge. This is a much more interesting bridge. Yeah, it's much better. What is that bridge called? It's pretty. That's pretty impressive. Like even just as an architectural design, that's pretty amazing. It's huge, isn't it? Yeah. It is it's Bisan Seto Bridge, and this is the bridge we were looking for earlier. Wow, that's really impressive. And now I'm not going to fly under it, because every time you fly under a bridge you end up knackering the plane and your engines stop. So there it is. That's a very cool bridge, if bridges can be cool. And actually that's in 3 parts. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's head on. So it looks as though there's a storm coming. Alright, we're going to head up. Yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful scenery. Okay, I'm just going to check something, that we're on the right lines. If you're in the chat, say hi. Give us a thumbs up. We're at in Japan. We just left from Nagasaki across to Osaka. But we're also trying to get some of the points of interest in so we can have a little look. Because it is beautiful, it looks incredible. So yeah, so please give us a like or a follow. Appreciate anybody that comes and watches. And if there's something in particular you'd like to see, give me a shout. So yeah, not too far away. So Takamatsu here on the right hand side. Let's go and have a look. Okay, bye mate. And yeah, thanks for coming. Sorry if I was muted, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Yeah, okay, so this is Takamatsu. Leave you with this beautiful view. Pretty amazing. Okay, I found where we're going. And it's Kuku Airport. Kuku? I'm not quite sure that's what you call it, but okay, I've worked out where we're going. I found it. So thank you for anybody that's still watching. We're going to head for one of the airports near Osaka. I think it's called Kobe Airport is what I'm looking for, and I found it. Yeah, so that's what we'll head for, Kobe Airport. Just going to check that the spoiler hasn't fell off. Alright, so we're leaving Fusuda Bay. And we're going to cross. Okay, I might take a little detour inland just to make this flight a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to just fly over the ocean. we'll follow the land around. Okay, really don't want to crash again. In my defense, I wasn't quite sure what I hit then, because it didn't look like I hit anything. I'll go back and have a little look at the replay. Okay, let's get a bit of height. Get above these clouds so you can see how cool the clouds effect is. Just going to check if anybody's still in the stream. If you are, thank you for still sticking with me. Okay, now we're in Japan and we're heading for Osaka in the MB339 Italian training jet with their, oh, it looks like they're red arrows. I think what's going to happen though is that I'm actually going to find a different airport. I'm one in Fukushima, so I'm looking for Nagasaki airport. I'm looking for this airport here. So what I'm going to do is, I think there's one here, so I'm going to come in and try and land it here, and that will mean we've been an hour looking at the different sites in Japan, and it's time to call it a day until tomorrow when the big update comes and we get to go all the way around the UK, which I can't wait for. So somewhere here is an airport. I'm looking for the lights as we come out of the clouds. I'm going to put the spoilers down. I'm going to put the flaps down. Where is it? It's definitely around here somewhere. It's right on the edge. Surely it's got lights. There it is. Okay, let's go the gears down. And we're going to land it here. Right on the edge of Matsushita. So it's been a beautiful flight. It's a beautiful modelled country. They've done a really good job. Yeah, so we're gonna leave it here once we've landed and taxied and parked up at Matsushita. Said that wrong probably. And then we're going to end today's Japan flight. I hope you enjoyed it. I was trying to get to Osaka, but I'm not going to get there in time, so I'm just going to drop it down here. Hopefully not drop it down, but literally just land it like a boss. Very, very low, very slow. So I'm going to give it some more rally. Yeah, we were wobbling then, about to stall. Alright. Oh my god, this is such a terrible landing. Luckily it's very forgiving and all you real pilots must be having conniptions. Oh god, this is just not great. Alright, we're down. We're down at Matsushita, and that ends today's flight. So what I'm going to do is taxi in, park it up and claim that as another Another successful flight. Well, is it successful? Because I did crash. Whoa, sorry, I went around on 2 wheels. What an idiot. That wasn't great. There's a cool little bridge there. Where to park? I'm going to park it up here next to this, what do you call it, A320 from, I'm not sure where that's from. Anyway, I'm going to park up beside it and then we'll call it a day. Squish of, interesting. Alright, let's go and see the boys. You're going to tell us that we can't park here? No, this looks okay. Here he is. So I'm just going to listen to what he's telling me. Go right, go left. Come on. Whoop, whatever that means. He's going to tell me to stop. Is that okay, mate? Okay, brakes on. Let's check that we finish everything off. Thank you for watching. If you're still watching, if anybody was watching, really appreciate you coming to see us. If you like the stream or you like the chat, please give us a like and a follow. Tomorrow I'm coming back and we're going to do the UK with the new update. So we're going to have a look at some of the cool sites. It should be really good. We'll switch everything off and then hope that, yeah, we end the stream. So thank you very much, everyone. Catch up with you soon.